Hello everyone, it's Emily here from Phoenix Gateway, and I'm here to do a general weekly read working with my cards, the Sacred Geometry Healing card deck, which are available online on my website as well as other sites online, or good spiritual new age stockists around town, or even bookshops sell them as well. And also, before I start the reading, just to talk about my liquid alchemy in a bottle or lab product. They are high vibrational elixirs so that they can be ingested. Okay, they have been created to nurture, balance and heal the mind, body and soul, and they can be used individually, or they can be used on a professional level. If you are a therapist, they work perfectly as a complementary therapy within your business. So please, pop me an email if you want to know a little bit more about them, and I'd be more than happy to explain. Also, if you go onto my website, you'll be able to download a PDF on them as well. The other thing I'd just like to say is that my next workshop is on Zoom on working with how to work with the Sacred Geometry Healing cards, and which is also really a background in sacred geometry. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more, the next course is the 12th of June. The link will be below to where you can find this link and you can join for the Zoom. So that is the 12th of June, and it is 9:30 to 12:30 p.m. 9:30 to 12:30 p.m. 12th of June, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So let's start this reading. So before I started the reading, or knowing that I was going to start doing it, what really came to me was showing me that the words that came were lost and found. And the way I interpret that is that we've been so lost because of the upheaval and the changes that have been taking place. Like, it's really shaken our world. We've probably all gone through some aspect of, using the term the dark night of the soul. So it's like we've gone through this tower moment where everything has shaken up under our feet, because life seems to be changing so much. We're starting to awaken to aspects of life that we're really starting to question, and more and more people are starting to have that awareness, that consciousness, and when all this is happening, we start to go, we go into introspection. We realize there is healing that needs to be done on all, for us. And well, we're always doing some aspect of healing anyway, because it is also part of our growth. But it's sort of saying this is a massive shake-up. What am I doing? Why am I here? What am I meant to be doing with my life? Am I aligned to the people in my life, my relationships? Am I aligned to the business that I'm in? It might be that you have this real thirst for knowledge, and you just want to learn something different as well, which is where working with these cards and learning more about sacred geometry is absolutely fabulous. So again, 12th of June, there is my next course, and I'll put the link below. Anyway, let's see what the cards come up with and see how that aligns with what has been coming through for me anyway, or what I found. And in saying all that, I feel Moldavite is a really good crystal. Well, it's not actually a crystal, it's a tektite to be working with, because it allows us to go into the heart. It allows us that connection. And as I say that, I feel the 639 hertz, the frequency solfeggio coming through. But it's about connection. I want to actually pull this card because I feel I want to jump out of the card deck. This is believe. It's about believing and having faith. It's knowing that you are on track. You have to believe in, when we start to work more and more with our intuition, we get that gut feel, okay? It's really important that you really go with your gut feel. You need to honor that, okay? And when we're going with the belief system and that trust, it's about, it's about what we then manifest, because we're continually putting that thought, that frequency, that energy into it. And what it's saying is that sometimes we're just not meant to know exactly where we're meant to be. at this point of time, because, or to maybe even who you're meant to be with at this point of time, or maybe it is that there is something you're working on and it hasn't come through yet. The reason being is because it's still in like a gestational period, all right? It's still in a cocoon phase. And, you know, this is where believe, have trust in the universe that what is for your highest good is coming towards you. In saying that, you also need to understand that it just doesn't come and fall in your lap just because. You still got to work really hard to achieve and accomplish what you want in your life. You need to work at healing aspects of your life that have caused, you know, grief or anguish or hurt or pain. But it's about being able to put that into it, you know, that to rest. It's about letting go of that energy. It's about dissolving those knots, because what we do is when we continually focus on the past, when we focus on emotions, energy and flow that do not serve us now, it is actually what we're mirroring into this life in the present. And we don't want to do that. We want to create something totally amazing, wonderful and new for for our futures. And it still may be with people, those people in your life, but it's going to come at a different level, okay? And with things around you, knowing that we are always evolving and expanding. When we look at this is a perfect representation of sacred geometry. Everything is always evolving and expanding. It is an aspect of Fibonacci, the golden mean. It's nature's way of expanding. This is what we're doing. We are a part of nature. We are all made, you know, we're all made in God's likeness, okay? And you know, so it's as above, so below, because you're working at a greater, at a macro scale as well as the micro scale, and it's what we're repeating and how we're growing, all right? So it's really important that we do this with ease and grace, allowing the flow to occur. So as you are going through these changes in your life, specify that what you are creating and what you are doing is being done with ease and grace, okay? Because that's the way you want it, see, with a divine flow, not hardship, not stagnation, not with blocks, you know, that we're releasing, we're dissolving all of that, because, you know, we're lost and found, we're finding our way, we're finding what's, you know, this is about our empowerment. It's empowering ourselves now, the here and now. It's about working with that fire energy and allowing ourselves to truly take action and stand in your power. Now is the time to stand in your power. We're going to ground and bring it to light, okay? For some, it's illuminating. We're illuminating. We're coming from the darkness into the light. It's that illumination. It's a 1 and an 8, you know, it's an 18. So the 1 is about leadership. It's about new beginnings, okay? It's our independence. And 8 is about what we manifest. When we put 1 and 8 together, we get a 9. 9 is the universal frequency. 9 is the flow. 9 is also about, you know, aspects of endings, of completion. So we start the new cycle being a 1. We've got an 8 in expansion. It's a 35. The flower of life is a 13, which is a 4. 4 is our foundations. And believe and have faith is a 33. It's a master number, okay? And it's an expansion being the 2 3s. Again, another sacred number, and it's all about expansion, and it's also about our leadership skills as well. It also can, you know, be a 6, and 6, you know, this particular card, if you look at it too, it's got the heart. The octahedron is all about the heart, all right? And 6 is all about relationships. It's all about family. All right, let's get another couple of cards, please, and thank you before we end this reading. All right, it is about what we're unlocking. This is about ancient wisdom, okay? It's that conscious evolution. We are going through a radical shift in consciousness right now. And for those that are going through this aspect, it's about for those going through this aspect now, you know, you will be noticing these changes, but it's very important that you continue to believe and have faith, okay, because there is something amazing coming for you. All right, but you may not know what it is just yet. You've just got to trust and believe. Now we need another card, okay? And what are we doing? This is perfect. It is absolutely perfect to what we're talking about. So when you pull this card, you need to pull a card on top of it. It is the reflection card. It is about having gratitude and reflecting back on where we've been in our lives. And it's okay. It's okay to look into our past, to look at how we have come about in such a phenomenal way in our lives. And really appreciate it, the good, the bad, the happy times, the sad times, the ugly times, whatever it might be, the grief, the hurt, the pain, the anguish, because it's all of that together melds us to be who we are today, okay? And it's interesting too, because it's a 0, this card, right? So when we talk about sacred geometry, we talk about the Fibonacci sequence. We've got to have a starting point. Feminine is always a 0 or a circle, and the masculine is a 1 or a line. So we're always starting off in balance. We're starting off with a 0 and a 1, okay? This card is a 45, so when we're talking about reflection, we are going through to completion, because the 45 is a 9, all right? 4 plus 5 is a 9. It's about completion, it's about endings. We're dissolving aspects that we don't need. We're also allowing ourselves to honor and, you know, be grateful for lessons that we've had, because that is what has helped meld us to who we are today. Let's just pull one more card and then just see what the bottom of the deck is, and I'm going to finish. Okay. Can I have one more card, please? And thank you. Way too many. Just one more card will do. One more card. Again, too many. Interesting, all right? Now I'm going to take them because they've all fallen out. So I did speak about this before. The 639, okay, is the solfeggio frequency. It's all about our relationships to ourselves, the connection of relationships to selves, and then the relationships to others. So the more that we work on aspects of ourselves, the more we can see our love and our self-worth and have the self-love for ourselves and nurturing and other aspects of love. You know, it's then what we can give even more. It changes that connection and creates a reconnection with others around us. It's about understanding that it's okay to let go of any fears, okay? It's okay also to feel vulnerable, because vulnerability keeps it real. But we let go of the fear, we let go of guilt. Again, it's a wasted emotion, which is energy in flow, emotion. Let it go, right? And you'll also notice if you look at these numbers are also, you know, would stay in the same triangle, because, which is all to do with 9s, because 639 and 396, they all equal a 9. 9 and 9 is an 18, all right? So yeah, beautiful cards to come out. Work with these frequencies as well. And know you have the ability to become whoever you want to become, to do whatever you choose to do, because this is our DNA. And when we're looking at our DNA, this is unlimited potential, okay? What it is saying is that when we change our thoughts, when we change the way we think, the way we feel, the way we act, we're actually changing ourselves from the inside, from a cellular level. Because what's also important to understand is, you know, we hear so much about epigenetics, and ultimately epigenetics is when our environment, it actually melds us to, you know, to who we become as well. So it's being very conscious of who you're around, where you're maybe even living, the business that you're doing or you're in, and, you know, the relationships that may be toxic within your life that are no longer serving you. It's okay to let things go. It's okay to create change. Change is important, okay? So it is all about, you know, being lost and found. It's all about finding your way home. Don't give up hope. believe and have faith, you know, keep wishing upon that star, because everything that you want and desire, if you maintain that positivity, if you maintain that focus and that feeling as if it's already there, it will come. And it's really important that as you're doing that, you understand, you're working with that, even the I am. Is, you know, the 963 is just knowing that I am not enough, I am worthy, I am blessed, I am abundant in love and family and health and well-being, like whatever it may be. But know it, feel it, believe it. It is so important, okay? And stay in balance. Whatever you're doing, it's really important to keep that balance within yourself. Just to reiterate, my next course is on June the 12th. The link is below, and if you would like to join in, it's an awesome little workshop. It is via Zoom. You can join all over the world, and I look forward to seeing you there. And all I'd like to say is have a wonderful week wherever you are. Be kind to yourself, nurture yourself, work with a bit of Moldavite if you are blessed to own some, or work with the 639, the 396 frequencies. They'll feed your frequencies easily accessible online, or work with them through my elixirs. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.